A creator getting stalked across the globe by a fan, someone finding a video of themselves getting a bikini wax, a guy planning a threesome with a creator on their first date without her consent. These are just a few of the less than ideal situations that have happened with OnlyFans. In case you missed it, OnlyFans is a subscription-based social media platform that permits users to sell and/or purchase original content. Since OnlyFans was started a few years ago, commercial sex industry professionals have basically taken over the site, especially during the financially uncertain times of the pandemic. Now, starting an OnlyFans has been viewed as a safe, lucrative way to make money from the comfort of your own home, and it's widely believed to be more ethical than porn sites. But is that the reality? Is it too good to be true? Has our culture's quick, mass social acceptance of OnlyFans overshadowed some of the risks of the site? Here are some real stories of what OnlyFans creators have experienced, or some generally sketchy things that have happened on the site. Disclaimer: no matter if it's a safe or lucrative site or not, the following information is not intended to shame those who have made money selling content on OnlyFans. Rather, the following content is intended to be an awareness-raising resource that details some major but lesser-known downsides of the platform. 1. OnlyFans model stalked around the world by a subscriber. In June 2020, Abigail Furness visited her parents in Kent, England, for her 20th birthday. Throughout the course of the day, she received visits and presents from friends, but was slightly surprised when a man she didn't know dropped off a bottle of champagne and asked for a hug and a selfie. Abigail thought this was someone from school she hadn't recognized. She couldn't have been more wrong. The man was 37-year-old Jamie Spears, an obsessed OnlyFans subscriber who was about to turn her world upside down. When Abigail finally realized who Spears was after reading the signature of the card he'd delivered, she panicked, wondering how the subscriber had gotten her parents' address. She immediately sent him a message and told him not to contact her again. While Spears agreed and told Abigail he wouldn't contact her again, that wasn't exactly what happened. A couple of days later, Abigail was shopping in Brighton with a friend when she spotted Spears. Her and her friend ran into a shop to hide, but Spears found them. He professed his undying love to Abigail and told her he wanted to be with her until he was kicked out of the shop by the cashier and scared away by a group of men who Abigail had asked for help. Of the situation, Abigail said, "I was petrified and felt sick." That same week, Abigail tried to escape, flying to Ibiza with a friend for a 3-month work trip. 2 days into the trip, however, Spears messaged Abigail saying he was on the island. And later that same night, Abigail saw Spears staring at her through a window outside of the bar she was in. When Abigail and her friend snuck out the bar to go back home, Spears followed them there and later followed her again on a run. Although Spears eventually left Ibiza after being confronted by her friends, that wasn't the end. Spears was spotted peeking into Abigail's bedroom window in her university home in Brighton shortly after she'd returned to the United Kingdom from Ibiza to start her 3rd year of university. He also began sending her a high number of messages, despite Abigail having blocked him on Facebook, Instagram, and OnlyFans. The last straw was when Abigail's housemates saw Spears in their garden shed. The police were called and a stalking protection order was made against him. Abigail thought this would be the end, but 2 weeks later, Abigail saw him in the street, hiding behind cars and following her. She called the police and Spears was arrested again. He pleaded guilty to the charge and was given an 8-month sentence, but then was caught stalking Abigail again just 5 months later. Now he's been jailed for 14 months, while Abigail is working on moving forward with her life. What will happen when Spears' 14-month sentence ends? 2. OnlyFans creator's uncle said he liked her content. A porn star has shared the cringe message sent to her by her uncle after he discovered what she did for a living. The XXX actress, who works under the stage name Carly Brooks, shared a screen grab of the stomach-churning text in a TikTok video last week. Carly, who has 60,000 followers on the video-sharing platform, said she had managed to keep her occupation a secret from her family for 5 years. However, her X-rated videos, which have racked up millions of views on adult sites Pornhub and OnlyFans, have finally caught up with her. In a TikTok clip that has racked up 8.5 million views, she explained that she evaded suspicion from her family until she received the text from her uncle. He asked his niece if she knew Riley Reid, a famous fellow porn star, and inquired whether she had an OnlyFans profile for a friend. The uncle asked. "Hey kiddo, this is your uncle. I think I might have stumbled across a video of you today. Very nice. Do you happen to know Riley Reid? Also, do you have an OnlyFans? My friend wants to know." Carly said the creepy message left her cringing. She did not share. Carly recently shared a cringe message sent to her by her uncle. TikTok. Her post was met with a barrage of hateful comments from some users, who criticized her career choice. Others, though, offered words of support for the adult star, branding her uncle a creep. One person commented, "Why open with kiddo?" Whether she replied. Another wrote, "I'm sorry about all these men. I'm sorry your uncle was being like that. You don't deserve it." A third person highlighted, "The fact he said very nice makes my body fold in on itself." Others suggested that Carly share the text with the rest of her family. One commenter wrote, "If my uncle sent this to me, I would flat out tell everyone. That's messed up." Another remarked, "Sorry he's creepy. I hope he doesn't out you to the rest of your family. If you think he will, get in front of it and tell them first, but anyone's opinions." 3. Man kidnapped and threatened woman unless she posted sex tape to OnlyFans. DeMarco Spears, 30, is facing several charges after Clearwater police say he kidnapped and battered a woman, then threatened more violence unless she created an OnlyFans account and uploaded a video of herself engaged in a threesome with Spears and another woman, reports Fox 13. According to police, in May, Spears abducted a woman after he learned through Snapchat that she went to a strip club without him. He proceeded to show up at her home, assault her, and abduct her, driving the victim around throughout the day and trying to force her to make an OnlyFans account. He reportedly tried to steal her paycheck from her job and told her he would be the only one to make money off of her OnlyFans content. The victim tried to flee the vehicle multiple times, and when she finally did, Spears tackled her to the ground, injuring her and grabbing her phone and identification card. He was able to flee the scene. Fox 13 reports that Spears was arrested the next day and is facing charges of extortion, strong-arm robbery, felony battery, grand theft, false imprisonment, and tampering with a witness. While more information is needed about this case, the details that have been released so far sound like he was allegedly trying to induce a commercial sex act through force and coercion. This is the very definition of sex trafficking. This case seems to serve as an example that traffickers and predators are turning their sights to cashing in on sexual exploitation through OnlyFans, including for minors. 4. Fan hid in OnlyFans model's attic, filmed her while she slept. An alleged stalker is accused of breaking into the New Hampshire home of his favorite OnlyFans model, camping out in her attic and recording her as she slept. Mauricio Damian Guerrero is currently facing 4 counts of burglary, WCVB5 reported. Officials have also said he could face additional charges in connection with the creepy case. According to court documents released this week, the 20-year-old suspect drove nearly 400 miles from Bensalem, Pennsylvania, to the New Hampshire home of a woman he met through OnlyFans, a subscription service popular among sex workers and often used to share racy and explicit content online. He was taken into custody on February 9th, as he tried to climb out of the victim's attic and onto her roof. That night, the woman said she awoke to see Damian Guerrero standing in the doorway of her bedroom, according to the newly unsealed documents obtained by McClatchy News. Following his arrest, the suspected stalker confessed to stealing her key and then making a copy of it at Home Depot so he could easily enter her home. Investigators said that Damian Guerrero broke into the residence on several occasions and recorded the woman as she slept in the nude. Multiple videos of the victim were found on the man's phone, according to police. The victim also told investigators she discovered food, a cup of urine and Damian Guerrero's headphones in the attic. Authorities also found a tile Bluetooth tracking device the suspect said he planned to place on her car. The woman said she initially met her alleged stalker in October, and that he seemed nice at first. According to court documents, she gave him her address because he wanted to buy her a TV and fireplace. She never really wanted to meet him, but he was very pushy, and eventually she was walking to her car and noticed a car pulled over close to her. Investigators wrote in the affidavit, she saw him ducking and hiding inside his car. Damian Guerrero was released on bail earlier this week. He's not allowed to travel to New Hampshire, Contact the woman and has been ordered to wear a tracking device. 5. Woman found a video on OnlyFans of her getting a bikini wax. A TikToker claims that her waxer shared a video on OnlyFans of her receiving a bikini wax without her knowledge, causing commenters to tell the poster to call the waxer out. A now-deleted video posted by an awkward black girl received over 70,000 views since being posted on April 8th. Okay, so this is about the girl who posted my goodies on her page doing my wax, the poster said in the video. She explains that she texted the waxer after seeing a snippet of the video on Instagram. She asked the waxer if it was her in the video as she noticed her tattoos. And she was like, "Oh my god, yes, I am so sorry. I meant to call you and ask you if I could post it." I said, "Well, when you gonna call? It's still there. I paid the $11 to see if it was me." She posted from the part where I lay down to get my wax to the part where she had me in butterfly position and everything, the poster explained. Then the poster claimed that the waxer tried to keep the video up after being caught by claiming she would lose tips if it was taken down. She's saying, "If I take it down, I lose the tips. Could I just send you the $150 instead? Girl, I know what it is, I had one before. You won't lose the tips unless they charge back." She said, "I could still send you the $150 if she could keep the video up." I said, "My tattoo's showing, I have birthmarks down there." The poster explained the waxer had around 488 people subscribed to her OnlyFans and that they were from the same city. Hello? Those people probably aren't subscribing to see you do wax. They're trying to see the different varieties of goodies. The waxer asked the poster why she was upset because it's a nice video. But the woman fired back, claiming the waxer was using her body for profit. The poster said she told the waxer that she would pursue legal action if the video was reposted and reported the video to OnlyFans, saying she didn't consent to it being posted. Commenters called for the poster to take the waxer to court for posting the video. "Girl sue," wrote one viewer. 488 subs, she made way more than $150 off it, and you didn't consent to that. Ruin her whole life literally cause she tried it with you. Another wrote, "Take her to small claims and sue her for $5,000 for emotional damages." Others called for the waxer's license to be taken away by reporting her to the state licensing board, which the poster said her mother has done on her behalf. "This is highly unethical, and so many other things," wrote a commenter.